Fabulous. So as always, if you've joined our webinars before, we'll have a little bit of theory to start with, and then we'll be having some live demonstrations on the second part. And here, it's all about the AI salon upgrade, and it's about leading smarter and growing your business faster. And if I'm going to go, here we go. So today, theory. So why AI is the biggest shift since the internet, what it means for your salon business, and how actually to lead smarter. You may have had a survey that came out when you registered for this particular webinar, asking you a series of questions. And a lot of them came through that you're dabbling in it, you're playing with it, not quite really got a rhythm using it daily. Some of you are. Some of you are using it, you know how you're using it, why you're using it, and you're seeing those benefits. We've got a live demonstration. You are the first ever to see the AI Insights reporting. Salon IQ area is being launched, and then we have the export reports and AI prompts for you to use. So we've got some brand new AI features here at Salon IQ and a lot more to come. Reality check. Hasn't it changed? AI has really changed how we operate, how we run as a business, but also personally as well. And here are some statistics. We've got 500 million weekly active users on ChatGPT right now. No doubt that's increased since I last added these statistics on last week. 7 minutes we're spending on average per session, and it's among the high. ChatGPT is among the highest of any AI platform. So ChatGPT is the most used. 15.5 million are paying for their subscription. So you have several memberships. You may be a paid subscriber, or you may be using the free one. You've got ChatGPT Plus, Pro, and the Team Plans. Team Plans is pretty good for us. We have multiple team members on ChatGPT here at Salon IQ. So we use the Team Plan. And it's the #1 most visited AI site globally. 3.8 billion visits per month. And that was January 2025. So you can just imagine what it is now. That'll be 4 billion plus easily. What does this mean for you? As a salon owner, a creative business, AI will not replace salon leaders. It won't replace you, but salon leaders using AI will replace those who don't. So it's extremely important that you do embrace it and you use it to help run your business. Those administration tasks, the boring tasks that you don't want to do, or the ones that you're doing on repeat over and over again. And it really is the biggest work shift since the internet. And now is the time to get ahead. Quick question in the chat box, if you may, just to give us an idea and everyone else that's with us. How have you used AI so far? Never tried it? Put A in the chat box on Zoom. Occasional is put a B. Weekly, you're using it weekly for specific tasks that you're doing, pop a C. And then daily, it's part of my workflow. It's part of my rhythm, my routine that I'm doing every day. Just pop those in so we can see what's happening.
Lots of D's,
Good, excellent.
lots
Okay.
of C's,
Yeah.
and a couple of B's, but mainly C and D, which is really interesting. Everyone's already using it a lot.
That's great. That's fantastic. And if you wanted to share what you're using it for, feel free to in the chat box, just to give some of us an idea. If you don't want to, then that's absolutely fine. It just gives us a good idea of what you're using it for, and helping others as well in ways in which we can use it in our businesses.
Someone who's just put that they're using it for ads, advertising, copywriting,
Yeah, yeah,
data analysis, which we'll be going through a bit later on.
exciting. Excellent. Brilliant. Thank you so much for sharing that. I really appreciate it. So then, what are we saying? About 6 months ago, maybe a little bit longer. Owner manager here on the left-hand side. And we've got writes everything manually, starts from a blank page, reacts all week, repeats the same tasks over and over again. And you've got 1 times your output. There's one of you, so you can only do one task at any one time. On the right-hand side, the owner manager with AI, you're reviewing and editing your social posts, your email drafts. You're starting from an 80% draft. You're planning ahead more. You're automating that recurring work. And you've got 2 to 3 times your output with the same effort. Can you feel that? You're doing that more? If you had a version of yourself doing things you do on repeat, what would you spend your time on instead? So if you're using ChatGPT more now for your daily tasks, that was option D, which a lot of you are, then what are you able to spend your time on now? Are you working on the business more now as opposed to in the business? Because quite often, a lot of us as salon owners who did have that trade as beauty therapists or hairstylists, we were having to get back on the floor. We were looking after clients 4, 5, 6 days a week just to ensure that cash, that cash was coming in. Maybe you're now able to free yourself up a little bit. So using ChatGPT today, AI is how we get time back. It's automating those boring admin tasks that we hate doing, those repetitive tasks of running a salon. It's now about delegating, creating those drafts. It's delegating to your AI agent. They're your personal assistant. And it's helping us focus your time on decisions that move the business forward. So we can now focus on the areas of our business that will make a bigger impact. Now, this is where it starts to get exciting. Your AI clone. When you're writing on ChatGPT, you're actually creating a clone of yourself. But what you may find is that it doesn't sound like you all the time, or it doesn't have your principles or your work ethic or your views or opinions. And this is where it starts to get exciting. You may find also that when you started using ChatGPT, it was very alien in how it had made its responses, perhaps in how it created a social post. It didn't sound like you at all. When it was writing an email draft, it didn't sound like you. But as you use it over a period of time, it starts to understand your language and how you are and how you speak. But what if you could add your business DNA into ChatGPT as well? You could share your goals and your visions with ChatGPT so that it knew when you're asking it to create a marketing strategy, it's leaning it towards your business goals. We need to ensure that we're not using AI like Google. A lot of us are still using it like Google. We need to start using it like our business partner. This is your business partner. It's your agent. It's your personal assistant. And it can be your salon owner, it can be you, and creating that 90-day growth plan, those reviewing your P&L, building that pricing strategy. It can be helping you create a new service launch. It can be your personal assistant for your manager, running the floor, creating those weekly team briefings, writing performance reviews, building a rota for those Christmas peaks that you're getting. It can be reviewing your utilization for the salon or previous Christmas, and actually really highlighting those gaps where you didn't have enough team members for those really busy periods. Don't forget your HR as well, looking after your team. So you've now got a personal assistant for HR, writing those contracts and offer letters, creating staff onboarding plans, drafting. The list goes on and on. It's limitless. It's also your marketing, filling your diary, writing those campaigns, planning a month of social content, creating promotions for quiet periods. And it's helping you run your business smoother as well. But we need it to sound like you. We need it to know your goals and your visions. And this is just a free tool that you can have. If you scan the QR code, you'll get 2 templates. You'll have a template to add in your personal DNA to ChatGPT, and you'll have a template to download your business DNA. You download these 2 PDFs. You can write in the PDF and then upload it to ChatGPT. This QR code takes you to a landing page of all the resources we've put together here at Salon IQ for you to utilize ChatGPT better and to get more from it. Myself and Maz could ask a very similar question in ChatGPT. But if Maz asks it in one way and I ask it in another, that's called a prompt, we'll get completely different outputs. The more descriptive your prompt is, the better the output will be, the better the outcome, the better the answer that you get, the more thorough the answer that you get. So the personal business DNAs are something to take away with you for later. Spend time putting in the answers and follow the steps. And I know you will get a much better output and answer and strategy to the results you get within ChatGPT today, because we're doing it here at Salon IQ, and we have been doing it for over 6 months now. Some good to know, some housekeeping rules. Again, you should have these on, but if you haven't, just reminders for those that are just starting out. Memory on. There's the steps. Take a screenshot if you want, photograph it. It's been recorded, remember. But the memory on remembers context, so you never have to start cold. It remembers previous conversations. Chat history, ensure that's on as well. It will then reference back to other conversations you've had automatically. So you haven't got to keep inputting in the same information. We're creative people, so I thought I'd pop on here the appearance of how it can look. Light mode, dark mode, it can match your device to suit how you want it to work. And one really important one is project and workspaces. Think of a project as a folder. So if you have got lots of marketing conversations, put all of your marketing conversations into a marketing folder. Create a folder for marketing, create a folder for team, create a folder for business financials, and so on. So just to keep it organized. Might be my OCD, but I find it much easier having everything all in order. And it's easier to find. But please note, guys, that ChatGPT, as you probably have seen as well, is changing all the time. There's now a search box function that's been there a while, so you can search for previous conversations a lot easier than scrolling through your left side bar trying to find that conversation you were having about that particular topic. So just some really nice general house rules. Another thing, which again, if you're not aware of, it's really important to be, is the search. So by default, it's on chat. It's a think mode, and you'll get a quite quick response. It will come back quite quickly when you ask it a question or you add a prompt in, and you probably recognize it here. This plus symbol on the left, that little plus symbol on the left-hand side in the middle of the screen, that will give you other modes that you can use. Chat is by default is what it's on, and probably one that you're using the most. You've then got deep research. So it's going to do a bit more research across the internet to find the information that you're looking for. It takes a bit longer. So it will think for a little bit longer. You've got your web search. Again, it's finding things across different sources. Then agent mode is something when you want it to do something, when you want to create a plan. I'll put some examples. So when you want to change modes, tick the plus symbol and choose your mode. But again, it's changing all the time. They're adding in new modes monthly. So an example of how you could use chat when you're reasoning with something, when you're wanting it to write or brainstorm, for example, drafting an email, planning a meeting, or rewriting a message, a social post, perhaps a message you've got through Messenger. Chat is great for these things. Your search is when you're looking for something, connect to the web in real time. You want to check maybe salon pricing or find industry trends. So the search mode is great for those topics. Deep research is a thorough analysis for really big choices. Should you hire? Which tool should you use? Why are clients leaving? Real deep, that's good. But remember, each mode takes a little bit longer. So be patient, let it think, let it find its resources, and it will give you that information. And then agent mode is a fantastic one for if you want weekly reports, follow-ups, and scheduling. Those slightly more longer, complex tasks. Now, as I said before, when you're using any of these modes, it's so important. Add as much information as possible. In our industry, we love to talk. We love to talk, write, type. What you'll also see, can I go back? No, let me just want to go back. There we go. Can you see here next to the plus symbol, we've got this, it says ask anything, and then there's a little audio symbol. Use it. I use it all the time. If you click on the audio symbol next to that search box, you can talk to it. So instead of typing that really long prompt, talk. I love it. I use it all the time. It's brilliant. It gives you a little transcript of what you've said, so you can just quickly make sure it's picked up the words correctly, and then you can search that way. It's absolutely brilliant. But it's all about prompts, and we've created a prompt playbook for you. Again, scan the QR code. It will take you to the prompt playbook, and it just gives you some ideas as to what you can be asking ChatGPT. Now, once you've done your personal and business DNA, there are some fun ones. Just some fun, light-hearted ones, but it's surprising how on point they are if you actually really input a lot of the information for your personal business DNA. But please do give it a go. Make sure you've scanned the QR code. Yeah, and we'll keep adding to these prompts all the time. The more detailed you are, the better output you'll get. Now, if you want to go further with ChatGPT, you can now update presentations and PowerPoints. So if you're putting together a team meeting presentation for your team, or you're helping them with retail, and you want to break down them in slides, or you're doing education for your managers or for your leaders or for your assistants, you can put a presentation together. You can now upload it into ChatGPT as a PowerPoint, and it can fill the gaps. It's scary, isn't it? I only dreamt of this a few years ago, and now we've got it at our fingertips. It is very, very scary. Another with the workspace agents, again, another level up. You might not want to be looking at this right now, but I actually had it go through my personal emails and unsubscribe to all my shopping emails that I get, just to stop me from spending money that I don't need to spend because I get an email come through saying there's a discount offer at one of the high street stores. I don't have the time to go through every personal email. So I got ChatGPT to go into my personal emails and unsubscribe to them all. It was amazing, doing it right before my eyes. It was incredible. Now, here's the exciting bit. What are we doing at Salon IQ? You'll know we've been working on the AI receptionist, IQ Connect, which is live right now. It was 6 months ago. Never miss a call again. Turn missed calls into booked appointments. IQ Connect answers every call, even when you're closed. Most of your clients won't leave a message. They simply move on and book somewhere else. We've got hundreds of salons using it today. And some will go, no, that's just not happening. But you want to see the results. 75% of callers are interacting with the agent right now, and they have been. Over £270,000 worth of bookings have been made, not just when your salon is open, but when your salon is closed as well. Bank holidays, weekends, 10, 11 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night, 1 o'clock in the morning. That over 34,000 calls have been answered, and we've now just reached 8,000 calls a month are being answered through the AI receptionist. These are salons. Some of them are on this webinar now that have been using IQ Connect, powered by CallPad. I'm sure some of you have spoken to Conrad or Sean at CallPad. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible what this is doing to help us. It's more of those times when, if you're a beauty therapist and you're all in a beauty room, how can you answer the phone? Or when you're a stylist, I've done it before when I was a stylist, and the phone's ringing, you're sort of looking around to see if anyone's going to answer that phone again, because none of you want to leave that your client, not for the second or third time. Or you take it in turns. You have a little rota, this unknown rota of you, all of you taking it in turns to leave your client and go and answer the phone. You haven't got to worry about that anymore. This is where it's going. The top 1% are using this today. Where's IQ Connect going? We've had a lot of feedback come through, and we've been making a lot of implementations and tweaks and changes to make it better for you. Auto cancellations and reschedules. We're calling it Amy, the agent. Amy now removes the previous appointments automatically, and it looks at your salon settings, guys. So you've all got different salon settings for cancellations and reschedules. Amy will look at the settings within Salon IQ for your cancellations and rescheduling, and it will follow those rules. Instant booking with full accuracy. So when you're on the phone, the client and your AI receptionist, and it makes an appointment, or make an appointment immediately. So you're not getting a double booking from the online booking portal either, or from a rebooking in the salon. It's instant. And then we're in testing, and our final phase of releasing this very shortly. We'll then take deposits on the phone as well. So it's going to follow your deposit rules. If you don't take deposits, you won't be asked, the client won't be asked for a deposit by the AI receptionist. If you do take deposits, it will ask the client for a deposit. If it's 50%, if it's 40%, it will follow the exact values, percentages that are within the salon settings for your particular salon when it's asking for a deposit. For multi-locations, when we know this has been a little bit of a hold up for some, with shared slots. So what it will do, if it's phoning one of your salons, but that salon's fully booked, it will then offer an appointment in another salon in a different location of your business, which I think is incredible. Would your front of house or receptionist do that if you weren't there? Absolutely incredible. And we'll let you know as soon as that's ready for release as well. And we're almost there.
We do have one question in terms of the
Yes.
AI is, do we have any plans for chat, SMS, WhatsApp version of the receptionist?
Yes.
So it is something that we are going to be looking into. Obviously, we want to make sure that the AI reception is, perfect, and it's doing all of these add-ons, deposits, cancellations, rescheduling. And then once we know that is fully launched, then we'll start working on a chat version.
And it follows the same rules as well. The same setting rules, skin testing rules, multi-location, cancellation, rescheduling. This is kind of the foundations, getting the foundations right first before we use multiple channels all at once. Get the foundations right on one channel, then we can just roll it out to all the other channels for you. Okay, so IQ Connect was our first AI tool for you to have. We've now been building other things behind the scenes. Using AI prompts is the first one. So it's exporting your Salon IQ reports and unlocking insight with ChatGPT instantly with your own data. The second one is you'll have a new AI Insights button on every single report. That's over 100 reports in Salon IQ, plus your dashboards, your Salon and team dashboard. Can't wait for you to show this, Cara. And then the next one is I'd like you to meet Aria. Aria is our AI agent who has been working behind the scenes, where you can speak to Aria using your Salon IQ credentials, your Salon IQ login details, to look at your data, and you can ask it questions about your data. And it will pull up dashboards, graphs, reports, grids, charts, graphs. It is incredible. And it's the first time that any salon business, beauty, barber, spa, clinic has ever been able to have a conversation with something about their data other than it being a human being, other than it being your accountant or your financial advisor or business partner. So Cara will be going through this. The first one, it's live now, and you can export your reports and Salon and team dashboard. You can then upload it to ChatGPT with prompts, and then you'll get that insight analysis coming through with action plans and a 90-day guide as well. So we'll be showing you that. The new feature which you have today is an AI Insights button, which Cara will show you. And she's going to be looking at the business summary, the team dashboard, and a till audit by date report to give you an example of how that looks and where you can find it. But this is now available for you on all of the reporting and the two dashboards. And then we're going to introduce you to Salon IQ Aria. And that's using your data from your salon. Cara, I can't wait to show you this. This is all so exciting. With the smart analysis, looking at the client selections. So at the moment, client selections, I'll come off this now because Cara's going to do a demonstration in a moment. So the client selections, you've got set filters at the moment, haven't you? So when you want to do a marketing, an SMS blast or an email blast, you've got to use those filters on the right. You don't have to do that anymore. You'll be able to ask a few questions and then easily be able to market to them. Over to you, Cara.
Just trying to hide all the faces. So the first thing I'm going to show you is in Salon IQ. If you run the team dashboard or any reporting dashboard, you will see this new part at the very top that says IQ AI Insights. You can filter the dashboard as normal. So filter your dashboard, put in your dates. Now, when you do run this, don't be concerned that it's going to take 3 to 5 minutes for it to show up. However, me being the blue Peter me, I've already loaded it. So you will click on the IQ Insights, and this is what you would see. Absolutely amazing. So what the IQ Insights is doing is, there's a lot of information on the dashboards and on the reports, and it gives you all the figures, but what do I do with those figures? I know what they mean, but what do I do with them? How can this help my business grow? So it's broken up. So this is the dashboard. So this is the dashboard that I ran today. And it's broken down all your revenue, your service, which is what you would usually see. Then it's broken down all the individual team members. And it looks great. And, as Sam said before, we're all very visual people. This is so much easy to read. We can see here. Now, if I look at Chelsea as an example, it's telling me Chelsea's strengths. So it's telling me solid demand, solid ticket size, meaning that she's got great transactions going through Salon IQ. And then the opportunities, what opportunities have we got for Chelsea? Well, we've got the care factor, we've got retail, and the rebooking needs to get to 65%. So it's giving you the strengths and the weaknesses of each individual team member. Now, how amazing is that? And then I'm going to scroll down and I'm just going to stop here. And you've got owner's critical analysis. So what this is doing is then this is going to break down the overall of that dashboard. So demand is healthy and the loyalty is good in several chairs. Then it's giving you the team members. Retail is, underperforming, and then what we need to do with that. It's giving you your strong points. So your strong points are your revenue, your capacity, your rebooking is brilliant. Weaknesses, things that you need to work on, retail, care factor, your new clients, missing risks or blind spots, something that you're not even looking at. The data gaps, you've got, missing KPIs in for certain team members. Pam and Deborah have got a really low average bill. Do we need to look into their pricing and what they're charging? This giving you the overall quality score. And then this is the bit that I love. So at the very, very bottom, it's given me recommendations for the next 90 days. Okay. So it's showing team wide, this is what we need to do. We need to work on the retail. We need to work on our rebooking, maybe upgrade our menu, do add-ons, do treatments, add on, gel nails, everything on there. And then it's doing it by stylist. So it's giving you a 90 down breakdown on recommendations of what you can do per stylist. Then you've got the scoreboard and the habits. So you've got the weekly scoreboard, the huddles that you need to be doing. So it's telling you, do a 10-minute stand-up review, have a chat about that in the morning and go through some incentives. What spot checks can we check on Salon IQ? Now, because this is AI, we all know that every time you run a report in AI, it will be slightly different. It will be around the same thing. It will still look exactly how it is, but each time you do the prompt, it may give you a different answer to the one that you've done previous.
It will still pick up those key KPIs. It will
Yeah.
still say that, Chelsea maybe has a gap in her care factor. She needs to focus on her retail, but word for word, you might have different words coming in that it will use.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So this is the dashboard. So I'm just going to go back. So you've got your dashboard, you've got the IQ insights here in the top right hand side. Now you can do this for all of your reporting as well. So earlier on, I ran the business summary because that is a report that is used very often with our customers. And here is the business summary. Now, I think this is like my favorite one because the business summary has got everything to do with your takings on there. It's got all your individual team members and it can see what cash you've taken, what card you've taken, whether you're doing any tips. And it's the same concept. So along the top, we can see your total sales, what clients you've had in there, what your average bill is overall, your discounts, which is really, really interesting. It's showing the discounts that you've gone through and then the total banked for this. Now, I've ran it for a month, so it's given me all of this information. You can run it for a day, you can run it for a week, you can run it for whatever you want. Again, what's driving performance? So it's looking at the business summary. It can see what's driving performance is your services, your retail, and our salon does courses as well. So it's showing us how much revenue we're bringing through from making those courses. You've got your discount codes across your versus your sales. Again, really interesting. So you can see overuse of promotion, promotion codes getting used, or you can see underuse. You've got a great promotion there, like the gas, refer a friend, but it's not getting used. You've got your liabilities and your advance payments, and then your data quality. And then I just want to go down to here at the very bottom again. So what we're doing is we've got your top service revenue. So it's showing you who your top stylists are for that. And then you've got exactly the same for your retail. Now, the bit I'm interested in is this key recommendations. Lift retail to 10% within 60 days. And it's giving you a breakdown on what you need to do. How do you grow your new clients? How do you control your discount? How do you control that overuse? How can I just see quickly why team members are using the same promotion over and over again? It's looking at your price and ticket, what cash you've got coming through, and all of your data. And then down the very bottom, it's given us our June targets. So all of this is looking inside of Salon IQ. Makes me very excited when I run this report. And again, as I say, when you run it, it changes, just small tweaks each time that you run that particular report. And then finally, I wanted to show you a different report. So this one, I've just done a till audit because I think, Sam, now over 100 reports in Salon IQ.
Yeah, it's
And
crazy.
we've got all this data and what do we do? What does it mean? So I've just popped in the till audit for a week. So this is a week's taken. It's showing me all the revenue, card taken, deposits, great at ease. I can quickly see how many deposits have I taken and
Incredible.
how many deposits have been online. Sorry, did you have a question?
No, I was just saying it's incredible. What one thing I love the most is what it's giving you areas to focus on.
Hmm. Yeah. Again, going down the bottom, because I've ran this for a week, it's given me my key recommendations. It's telling me that I need to push gift cards because it knows that, we've not upsold a lot of gift cards over the space of this week that I've run it. Tighten refund. I mean, I love this. It's showing you your refunds and showing you that, you need to make sure that there's not too many team members doing a refund. How to
Yeah.
maximize your deposit conversion. And then at the bottom, you've got a 14-day action plan. Set up gift cards, had a homepage banner on the portal, and enable a PIN number, certain security. Look at your security because your refunds seem to be extremely high. Is it that you need to look at your security and take that part off particular team members and just have it through management? So it's thinking of things that you probably haven't even thought about,
Yeah.
and it's giving you that action plan to do. Now, I am talking very quickly because I'm just conscious of time. I am saving the best until last. But if there's any questions, on that, I mean, it's there now. We had a release this morning. Feel free, go and have a play around with it, see what it gives you in your Salon IQ system.
Yeah, so the only things are coming, some can't see the buttons, so it is available for admin users only.
Mhm.
Uh, we've been trial and testing the button ourselves internally for at least 6 weeks. But please don't panic. If you can't see it, don't panic. Please don't panic. We'll make sure that a couple of the guys are testing it and they can see it their end. If you can't, please don't panic. We'll make sure that when we send this recording round, that all of you can all see it. We can see who's registered and who's joined, so we know if you are having difficulties, we'll reach out to you on a one-to-one and make sure you can view this report, and the new button coming through.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, there's no questions, Clara.
Okay, perfect. So earlier on, Sam, you discussed how we can use ChatGPT and how we can make this a little bit easier for us, and those prompts that you're putting into ChatGPT to get the information that you're looking for. It is updating, daily. We are using it all the time, but you can actually use ChatGPT and use the reports that are already inside of Salon IQ. So I'm going to do a few so you can see how it works. And I'm going to use the business summary because again, I think it's something that everybody uses, the business summary. So I'm going to pop that business summary on there. And then I'm going to use a prompt that I've got saved. Now, feel free to take a screenshot on these prompts. You can amend them and change them, but it's really important about the information and the prompts that you're asking ChatGPT to do. So I'm attaching a business summary. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that prompt in for what I'm looking for. Doesn't actually take that long. I'd say the longest is a minute that I've been waiting for this. So this is the business summary and this is what the information. So I'm going to create a bar chart comparing total revenue generated by each stylist this month. Highlight anyone below the salon average. So it's going to be looking at the team members now and it's going to create a chart. How amazing is that? So it's creating that chart for me. It's given me the information that I'm looking for. And then it's showing me who is below the salon average. And you can add to this as you're going along and save these prompts and kind of really get any report that you're looking for. The data is inside of Salon IQ. However, the way salons look at it, you're all completely different. Because on a daily basis, I always get, oh, surely you should have this report, or surely you should have that one. But you are also different in what you're looking for. And this is where you can use ChatGPT to give you that information. So this is showing you our revenue by stylist. It's given us a breakdown of each team member. And when I'm hovering over it, just like Salon IQ, it's given me all of that information. Now, I'm going to do another one, and I'm going to use, which is one that we don't really look into too much, is promotions. I'm going to highlight this if it lets me. I'm going to highlight this, I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to pop that into ChatGPT. So I'm asking it again to generate a bar chart showing the total value of discounts applied by each stylist this month, which promotions are most popular, and what is the most profit we have made from these. Again, something we probably haven't looked at. We just go onto the dashboard and we see this promotion's being used. We're not looking at it from each stylist, and this is breaking it down now. So the salon has applied over £2,000 in discounts across 90 promotion usage in May, and that's May only. And then it's breaking down our most popular promotions. Now, you could use this, at the end of the year. You're looking at what was successful in 2026. We really, really made it in 2026. What did we do? What worked? What didn't work? You could then run the promotions report, add that into ChatGPT, and it's going to show you what the most popular promotion was, what discount it was that you gave, and what the actual bill value of that service coming through. Going down the bottom, we can see what's generated the most revenue and how many uses that we've got from that. That's brilliant. So in May, we've had the colour day and we had £2,898 from 41 users. So 41 clients have had that promotion against their name. Got a Barber Friday one that's interesting to look at, 448, 16 users. So it's really breaking it down, and I can ask it further questions as we're going along. And then the final one that I do want to put in is this year-on-year comparison. We have a year-on-year comparison in Salon IQ, but again, a lot of people don't know how to analyze it. What information should I be using from this, and how can it be useful? So I'm going to ask ChatGPT, analyze this year-on-year report. What would the revenue impact be if I increase retail to service percentage by 2%? Add a graph showing me the increase month by month. It's a very detailed prompt, and that can be changed depending on what it is that you're looking for. So this is looking at our year-on-year comparison report, and it's showing you the revenue impact. It's showing you the monthly revenue opportunity, and it's put a graph in there as well. You can ask it to do a bar chart, a graph, an Excel spreadsheet. You can really ask ChatGPT to put anything in there that you want.
Just to give you an example though, guys, if we didn't put that actual prompt in, you may not get this answer.
No.
If you just popped in 4 words as a very, very short question, you wouldn't get this really nice detailed response with the chart, with suggestions, with key insights. So it's critical that you really focused on what you're asking. Any AI platform, whether that be ChatGPT, some are using Claude, both very similar. Really think about the prompt on what you're putting in to get the best.
And if you want it to give you like what opportunities can I get from this report, you need to put that prompt into ChatGPT, or it's not going to give you that information. So now it's showing me what this means, the key insights, and you can ask it to give you a 90-day plan, and it will give you a 90-day plan. So I'm just going to load those prompts again. As I say, you can create your own prompts, and we will be sharing these prompts. but it's just to show you ideas on what you can be asking ChatGPT or Claude or whatever AI that you're
Cara,
using at the moment.
before we move on, can you just, this might help a couple that are saying they can't see the button. Can you just show where we see this IQ AI Insights button?
Yes, so I'm on the dashboard at the moment and it's just there, top right hand side. And then you should be able to see it when you go to reports, load any report, and it should be in the top right hand side of the report. If it's not there for anybody, I'll make sure that it will be by the end of the webinar. Okay.
So
But you need to be an admin user. So in security, let me just show you your security. So security and then users, we need to make sure that in your user role that your access has admin manager access. If you've not got that enabled, then you're not going to be able to see the insights button.
it's just keeping a security level on it because obviously it's sharing all of your reporting, your whole salon summary and analysis. So we've had to put some security onto it for you to keep your financials private to an extent.
Yeah. Can I get to my favorite bit now?
Yes, and this should help
Yeah.
Sarah. Sarah's asking
Amazing.
questions.
Okay, so I've already logged in and this is Salon IQ Aria. I'm just going to refresh it to make sure it's not logged me out. Okay, so this is Aria, our new platform for looking at data and also client selections. I'm going to start off with the data. And as you can see down here, we have put some prompts and we will be putting in more prompts, but you can add or ask it whatever you want in terms of reporting on Salon IQ. So as an example down here, we've got revenue, then we've got client prompts, then we've got team, and then we've got bookings. So we'll be adding to these prompts. However, I don't have to use any of these prompts. I can just type in what I want to see. So I'm going to do this one first. So average bill per client this quarter. And you'll see on the prompt, we can ask it to do a dashboard, a list and grid, a report, or a chart. Okay, so I'm going to stick with the dashboard. And then you'll see now that it's telling you, it's spotting the patterns and it's looking into the history and checking your numbers. So it's doing all of that. It's getting all of that data from your Salon IQ account and it's going to create a lovely dashboard for me. And there we go. It's not very slow to load up. So this is showing us a monthly average bill breakdown in Q2 of 2026. Now, obviously, you can add to this. Tell me what it was in Q1. What do you predict it to be Q3? It's telling me what the top service categories are driven by the bill value. So you can see cutting, colours, styling, and colour extras were all my top. Then you've got your stylist average bill that it's breaking down in here. And it's breaking all of these down and it's giving you the details here on the right hand side. Another thing, you can ask it more, ask it whatever you want. You've got your history, it saves your history down the left hand side. So these are all questions that I've been asking it over the last 2 months because we've been doing it quite a lot. So as an example, I've got here revenue growth opportunities. Where's the biggest opportunity to increase revenue based on current booking patterns? So there's loads of different things that that you can ask it. So now I'm going to go to list and grid, and I'm just going to delete that off. I'm going to go to list and grid, and I'm going to run monthly revenue trends for the last 12 months. I'm going to click on analyze, and then this is going to give me a list or a grid. As I say, you don't have to use our prompts. You can type in anything that you want to ask it in terms of your data. And here we go. This has given me a revenue monthly trend in the last 12 months. So you can see here, it's looking into all of Salon IQ, it's grabbing all of the months, it's giving you your service revenue, it's telling you what visits, it's telling you what unique clients are as well. And then it's showing you whether you've gone up or down. Like absolutely visually amazing. Again, we can do the same thing. This time I'm going to use a client, and then I'm going to do my top 10 clients spend for this year, and I'm going to do it via report. I'm going to click on report, I'm going to click on analyze, and then it's going to give me that information. It is mind-blowing that I can just sit here now and all those questions that you guys have been asking me over the last 5 years. Cara, can I have this report? I can see Nikki from Regis smiling because, one of the things that we get all the time is I really want this report and we have to build it. And, now you can go in here and you can do it yourself. You can do it yourself. So obviously the bigger the numbers that you're asking for, it's AI, the longer it's going to take up to load. So hopefully this bit will be done now. There we go. So this has gave me a report. It showed me my top 10 clients by total spend through to the year of 2026. And it's really given me detailed analysis on each, part of this. So top 10 clients by total spend. It's showing me the following clients represent the highest spend. It's not just listing it, it's giving you the information about what they've done, what they've bought, and the retention flags as well. So we're looking in here, gives you a conclusion. It gives you the preferred stylist, who's getting booked up the most. Really, really detailed into the numbers. And then finally, you can do a chart. I can click on team. Again, we've got prompts in here. And I'm going to look at team performance versus target for this quarter. And I want a chart for this one. And I'm going to click on analyze, and that's going to give me a chart. So it's going to need a lot of playing around with and finding out the exact report that you want and what you're looking for. But as I say, it saves everything that you've done down the left-hand side. So once you find one and you're like, that is perfect, that is the report that I want, you would save that prompt, you've got it there, and you would reuse it over and over again. Here we can see this is how it's done it for our chart. It's just broken it down like any other chart would do. When you hover over, we've got Chelsea on the left-hand side. It's got the actual booking percentages here, and then you've got your targets. Going down is showing you the revenue. It's just giving you every single chart that you would need. You can even ask it to change colour. So the other day I didn't want it in pink. I didn't want it in green. I asked it to do pink, and it did pink. So yeah, you can run whatever you want to know, any information about Salon IQ in here, and it will give you the information. Yeah, it's very exciting. I can see like a million things coming up on chat, Sam. Is there anything I need to?
Yeah, we're getting a few of them. A couple of the questions are coming through. I'm not answering them for a reason because I'm going to be coming to a lot of those questions in just a moment.
Okay.
Cara, are you showing any more of Aria?
One more thing. This was my actual favorite part. On the left-hand side, we've got data analysis, and you can see here it says client selections. Okay, so in client selections at the moment, you have the list in Salon IQ that gives you these prompts, and they're the only prompts that you can use. Now, I can type in anything in here. So clients who've had the promotion Barbara Friday, and it would give me like that information. I could also put in all clients that come in for a balayage on a Tuesday, because for some reason this Tuesday we're not busy. I want to get everyone who usually comes in on a Tuesday with no future booking. Yeah, and you can do that, and you can find that particular information. We don't do balayages. So then we can get clients who've not returned. We've got only ever see one particular stylist. There's lots of parts of the selections that you can choose from. And now I think I broke it. I'm going to refresh it. That was me. I'm putting in too many prompts. There we go. Okay, so once you've found your clients, and this is something that we're going to be really working on over the next couple of months, and what we have been working on over the last couple of months, it's given me a list of all of these clients, and then you can see here the toggle that says send SMS or send email.
Gotta love a live demo, Cara.
I know that was me because I pressed the wrong one, and then it's just
Ah,
that's just broke. This is the favorite bit that I wanted to show you as well.
ah.
Um, you will be able to send your blasts, your SMSs through here and your emails as well. And hopefully I'll be able to show you how to do that in a minute. It's just refreshing. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go back to client selections, run this one, and then I'm going to show you what the SMS and the email look like. You can see down the left-hand side again, all of those things that I've searched in the past have been saved. But you can basically ask it anything.
And at the time of you searching for that particular search, you can see the number of clients it pulled up as well on the left-hand side.
Yeah. So we've
Mm.
got SMS here. So I've got my list, I've created it down, I know exactly what I want. I click on send SMS. No, and it doesn't like it. Ah,
There
there
we
we go.
go.
So we click on send SMS, and at this point, you are going to be able to send your text message from here. Okay, so you've got your send SMS button, and we will be putting in some parts of text messages that you can use. So we'll be able to put in, hi Cara, we've not seen you for a while. So we're going to put in all of these little templates for you as well. So this is the SMS. I'm just clicking on these here. And then on the right hand side, it's just showing you that this is what the text message is going to look like. Yeah. And then you've got your different templates to use here. You've got your merge fields as normal, so you've got your merge fields here, and then you can send your blasts and it'll show you who it's being sent to all from one screen. And it looks good because you can see that it's going, what it's going to look like on a mobile phone. We are also working on the emails. So we're working on getting the same thing, but as an email inside of Aria. That's not something I can show you at the moment, but we are working on that where you'll be able to send your blasts and do your whole design from this one screen. So you've got your email blast there. It would do, in theory, the exact same thing. You'll be able to add in your logo, you'd be able to put in any HTMLs that you've designed, and you will be able to send all your marketing from this screen. It's simplifying marketing, but making it extremely easy for you to send that email. Because not all of us are designers, not all of us have, a web designer or a marketing person that you hire to do this. And what we want is for you to be able to add in your brand settings in here. So add in your logo, your colors, all of that, so that when you click on send email, it's pretty much done for you. You might want to add in, an extra image or something like that. But the actual brand and the basis of this email is all done. And then you're just finding your selection and clicking on send, making it extremely simple. Okay. And I think that's it.
Good, you done?
Yeah, all done.
Fabulous, right. Uh, can we see?
Yeah, we can see.
Perfect, lovely. I might have shared the wrong screen, but you can see you can
Okay.
see. So now it's your turn. So if you would like to join the IQ Connect Our Receptionist, you click on the QR code on the left. So we already have hundreds of salons using IQ Connect today. Please add yourself to the waiting list. We have gone through some of the changes that we've already made. Salon IQ Area is the last one that Cara shared with you. The one we've just gone through, and that's in beta testing. If you want to be part of the beta testing program, please scan that QR code in the middle. Now we're looking for group salons, single salons, beauty, hair, barbers, because we want to ensure it is absolutely perfect and has all the things, such as exporting reports, such as group reporting. We want to ensure it has all the facilities for you before it goes out to main release. If you want to wait and just go for main release, please scan the QR code on the far right and add yourself to priority onboarding for the main release of Salon IQ Area. We've been using it, trial and testing it for the last few months at Salon IQ. We've also been using it with our salon, our live real salon in Tunbridge Wells, for the last few months as well. But their needs and requests are different to what yours might be. So it's extremely important that we have a selection of salons on the beta testing, and we'll be looking for around 20 in total. So not very many at all. Are we excited? There's some
I'm
comments
just
there,
reading the
Sarah's excited.
comments. I'm
Yeah.
reading the comments, and I've had text messages from clients who are on this webinar saying, I want it now.
Excellent. Good, 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 good. So your leadership's just got an upgrade. Please make sure to scan the QR code. I'll leave it there in just a moment. I'll go back to it. Prompts, even if you use nothing that we've shared with you today and you're just using ChatGPT yourself, make sure your prompt is really detailed and accurate. If you can try one of the AI tasks, please do. We've seen a huge benefit in using the personal and business DNA. It's just a free resource that we've used that you can also use as well. And share what you build. You know, if you're a part of the Facebook community, then share it. You know, share what you're doing, share what you found. In terms of the team dashboard and the salon dashboard, not having the IQ AI Insights button, leave it with us. It will be there. We're rolling it out still. And some of you have got it, some of you haven't. And we'll make sure it's there. And we'll send you a note to make sure we can see everyone that has commented and everyone that has been on this particular workshop. So we'll make sure that you're aware of when that button will be on the team dashboard, sound dashboard for you. But I believe from looking at the comments, you can all see it on the reports, which is great. So go into menu, reports, go into the report that you want, and then you should see the button there. I think that's it. I think that's a wrap. Any more questions, Cara, that we can see?
No, so just asking about the recording of the webinar, obviously, because it was a lot of information. We do send it out. Sometimes it give us 24 hours to be able to collate it and pop that email together, but we also stick it in our Facebook group as well. So if you're on our Facebook group, you'll see the recording on there.
I've just seen actually, someone just said, is there a cost to this? Right now, there is no cost. As you may be aware that if you've ever used AI platforms recently, they use tokens and you pay for tokens on credits. And we're completely unaware as to how much this will be used and how many tokens it will use up. We've got a rough idea. We've been using it for 2 months ourselves, but that just is Salon IQ team. So it's completely free of charge. If and when there is ever a cost, we will of course share that with you and it'll be optional for you to use it or not. But if we can keep it completely free and within your Salon IQ membership, then we will. We'll do our absolute best. But we really don't know, being very transparent as to how many tokens it's going to use up and credits and costs it's going to be. So jump on it while it's complimentary. Use it if it's worthwhile. I personally think it gives us so many insights. It's not just sharing the business numbers that we see on the report, but it's giving us a strategy, it's giving us a plan, it's giving us insights as to what we should be focusing on to make our businesses better. And that's what all this is about. We're not just using it for the fun of it, we're using it to make our businesses more profitable, to make our lives much easier in how we're running our businesses. All good? Fabulous. Any questions, you know where we are. Maz, yes, Aria is still in beta. Just to confirm, you can scan the QR code. Any of the QR codes will take you to that main landing page, but I'll pop it on again for you in the main email going out so you can add yourselves. We are looking for a combination of salons, spas, barbers, clinics, aesthetics to make sure we've covered all areas and requirements before it goes to main release. But we'll keep you posted. No worries, Maz. Have a fantastic day and great deal. Thanks, Nikki. See you all soon. Thanks so much, everyone.